Just through no Google Maps, just pure vibes with your memories.
So it's Sunday morning. We're going to meet Akhtar in Biani Bazaar. We've got some stuff to do at the bank, and change some cash up and or take a tiny bit of cash out the account, and we're going to go for a walk. So Shul and I are off on a little jaunt. It's really straightforward. We shouldn't get lost. Oh my God! Look at all that muck. Yeah, they sort of decided to depump some stuff here on the path, so it's just water, sandy water. But yeah, we'll have to see how we get on. See what it's like. They're depumping it. So we're still walking. We're just now coming up to a masjid which wasn't there when we were children. But yeah, we're literally, actually, I think I can see the masjid. So we just turn left at the masjid, and then that's the longest bit, is to get from the masjid to the to Biani Bazaar. That's really literally taking us 10ish minutes or so. So it's not too far. I can feel a bit of a breeze now, but it's definitely still a bit humid, but still the coolest day so far. I just want to show you these pineapples growing. So let me see if I can zoom in. So you can just see there's a pineapple growing, and there's a few just around there as well. Pineapple growing. And now there's my little bro walking towards the masjid. Better make sure I keep my eyes open. So you can see the masjid is just round behind that orange building there. As we go around slightly around the corner, you'll be able to see it. There it is, straight ahead. That's the masjid. And then we hook a left, and then we make our way to Biani Bazaar. So, and we'll see how we get on that road. If worst comes to worst, we'll just jump in a CNG, or they've got these sort of mini CNGs. They call them tom-toms. They're just a bit narrower than a CNG. So yeah, see how we get on. So we're walking up the road to Biani Bazaar, and it is shaded. Loads of trees on the road, so it's cool. It's very, very overcast today, and this is when I came a couple of years ago, so this is my memory of Bangladesh. One of my main memories is fields upon fields upon fields of crops growing. So through there you can see loads of rice fields through there as well. But what I remember about this area to the left and to the right is that during the monsoon all of this gets flooded, and it just turns into a massive sort of temporary lake. And that's what I remember. I'm going to be able to show it more when we get to the bridge. But yeah, so shoes, I just got to keep an eye on my little brother, make sure he's doing all right. He got a bit of a twinge earlier, but he's not going to give up. He's going to carry on walking, which will be good exercise anyway, the amount we're eating. But yeah, I'll just just wait till I get to the bridge, and then I'll show you what the view is from the bridge. So this is my memory of Bangladesh, mainly as a child, just field upon field upon field. Just, people growing stuff, cultivating the land for as much as they can probably be possible. I'm just crossing the road to the other side, and this just seems to go on and on until you get right in the far distance where you can see another set of tree lines, but it goes around the corner to the right and stuff like that. So that's my main memory of Bangladesh as a child growing up, is the kind of the land, people just growing, being sustainable. They grow their own rice, so they don't have to buy it. Any excess rice they sort of sell back to the market and stuff like that, so it's a bit of an income. It's a source of food for them as well. Most families used to have animals, cows, chickens, goats, all that kind of stuff, and ducks as well. Most people grow their own kind of vegetables as well. not tons of it, but you know, in our village we've got mango trees, we've got grapefruit tree, we've got aubergines growing, we've got chilies, we've got these sort of berry type things which you put in a curry. It's called a tenga, so it's got a bit of sharpness to it. Not a bit, it's got a lot of sharpness to it, and loads of kind of vegetables just growing, and things that in the UK or the Western world would call as an indoor plant. They're grown outside here and they're actually eaten. There's this plant which I think is, in the Western world we call it elephant's ear or something like that, but a variety of elephant's ear you actually eat as well, but you have to scrape the outer skin off because that can cause itchiness in the throat. But yeah, so there's Shu walking to Biani Bazaar, showing off his guns. There he is. So yeah, we've been walking probably, I'd say, probably best part of 20 minutes. So don't know how much further it is, but I don't think it'll be too far. It's definitely peaceful, apart from the odd motor vehicle, and it's cool. If it was that hot stickiness, I think we'd be taking a tuk-tuk anyway. Sorry, more fields, just people growing rice, just there, a bunch of children. Hello. So we can just see there, a whole bunch of fields going there, people going about their business. So we've been walking for about 30 minutes, 35 minutes, and I think we must be nearly there.
Yeah. That's the thing.
Biani Bazaar.
If you're reading this, you're lost.
Yeah.
That's what
There was a sign there.
Over here. You're right at the shop start.
Yeah. So we've been walking probably about 30 to 35 minutes, and we're just going to turn right here. And this is essentially the edge of one of the side roads of Biani Bazaar. Then we just walk up this road, and then we turn left, and then I think we're in the bazaar. So you know, they're starting to, you can see in the distance there's sort of tall buildings, so that will be, I imagine, Biani Bazaar. So we're not too far away. Oh, let me zoom out. Oh, let me do that again. Oh, wrong way. Here we go. So yeah, so we're not too far away. So we're just going to go and chill out somewhere. Probably actually perfect timing to meet Aftar. He's going to phone us to say when he's leaving, but he'll be coming by CNG or car or something. So it will take him 10-15 minutes from Mathura to get to us. So we're going to just get a cafe. The sun's sort of come out now a bit roasting at the moment, so we're going to go and find somewhere we can go and sit and chill out. Probably go to Peoria or something like that, where we got sweets and ice cream and stuff like that, and then we can chill out. So yeah, I think we're just at the edge of Biani Bazaar. So we hook a left, we just follow this road to the left, then it's sort of a right, I think, and then you sort of, we're on one of the branch roads, and then we'll get to Biani Bazaar. We'll just have to navigate all this traffic, and then we're done. Our first walk by ourselves. I think our relatives in the village were going, what are these two weirdos doing walking? But you know, it's good to walk, it's good to have exercise, good to just familiarise yourself with stuff. When you're in a vehicle, you miss a lot of it. So yeah, going to try and get into a bit of shade here, and we'll send you an update when we sit down somewhere. So we're in Biani Bazaar, so that took about 35 to 40 minutes maximum. So it's not too bad actually. It has definitely got hotter. As we were.
Oh, one thing. We're in Biani Bazaar, yeah, but now we need to find the bank.
It's alright, I know where it is. Yeah, I know where the bank is. So yeah, so as soon as we're sort of approaching Vianney Bazaar, the sun started coming out. It got really hot and sticky. I do feel a bit sticky. Forgot my hanky to wipe my face and all that kind of stuff. Hey yo, such is life, right? So we just need to go and find the banks, which I think I've got a loose memory of where it is. So see you in a bit.
Yeah, when your wife's not here, that's what happens.
So we found the bank, which was good, isn't it? Considering we came here 2 years ago, only visited once, we found it again, which is really, really good. It was a bit more difficult than normal because, yeah, because what I remember was we basically went down this straight road, but because they're building something here, we've had to sort of navigate a bit around and come here. But use that green sign there. That's the bank. So we just need to wait for our cousin to come, and then we can sort out a bit of cash and then take care of any other business, and then I think we're back to the village. Have a bit of a rest and then maybe walk back. There's a guy. Nam kita bhai? Nam kita? Muhammad Abdullah. Muhammad Abdullah. So
He works in the shop.
is Muhammad Abdullah. He works in a bookshop.
So basically, if you're in
just came
Bazaar,
back.
if you want any books or anything, come to the shop, Muhammad Abdullah's shop. There's books, there's pens, there's more books. So all at a good price. They're selling shoes I sent you, 20% off.
So yeah, so we've sussed out an easier way to get to the bank. It's by a shop called Prioria, where they do cakes and sweets and things like that. That's where we sort of when we go and visit people, we sort of get the sweets and stuff from there. And I went a few shops down to a market called Raj Mahal or something like that. Oh, I can't bloody remember the name, even though it was 2 minutes ago. And I went in the shop, and they have like Nando sauces, they have pasta, chocolate cereal for breakfast, all that kind of stuff. So I can definitely bring my son and my wife. I think definitely my wife will be happy with rice and eggs, and my son probably with chocolate cereal breakfast and stuff like that. But yeah, Shu, I'll be up in 2 minutes, all right? So it's quite warm on the road, so we just come back into this area by the bank just to cool off a bit. So see what happens. Right, this is Shu painting our dad's house. He's doing a rubbish job.
What do you mean, man? Look at that. In future, I'll paint it this bit. This all belongs to me.
Don't get the wood. You know, the wooden frame. Don't. So this is the colour we've gone for. It's like a sandy kind of colour, cementy. It's going to dry differently. So we're off to Salma's house to visit Salma and the kids, which are Johnny or Safwan and Nahyan. And on our way back, we're going to go and see Parveen and her kids that are in the Bari are Neymar and Mashoud. She's got 2 kids in the UK. So what's going on with the camera now? So yeah, so we're off to that. We're going to go past where we went for dinner or lunch yesterday. Apparently it's further on than that. Salma's house, so we're going to go and have a look at that. I don't know if I filmed much of this yesterday, but the scenery. I think I should have put my microphone on. Stupid me, but anyway, we'll see what happens. So a slight change of plan. So we thought we were going to Salma's house, but we end up in Parveen's house for a quick stopover, which must have been at least 40 minutes, an hour, eating. I don't know why, but yeah, they had snacks made for us. There was this thing that brought back some memories. Shu was telling me it's called a piazzi, which is basically, it felt like a bit like an onion bhaji or a pakora, something like that. Brought back memories as a child, and now after saying our goodbyes, we won't see them again now till the next time we're here. We're off to Salma to see obviously her, Nahyan and Johnny Boy. So we're gonna go and say hello to them. We've just come to the market that we caught a CNG from after the dinner that we were invited to yesterday with hundreds of other people. It's not as bustly at the moment. Maybe people are just setting up. Maybe people have finished up. Don't know what's going on. I can't remember us being this late yesterday. Maybe it's the end. Maybe it's just not market day today. Monday, is it Monday today? Is it Monday today? On Sunday? It's Sunday. Maybe it's not market day today. Who knows? But yeah, we turned left somewhere, but we're now just going straight. We're going to Salma's house to see Nahyan and Johnny Boy, Safwan. So I don't know how far it is, but another place to put in the memory bank in terms of where it is and stuff. Let's have to see if I can remember all this when I come back next time. I don't know if you can hear me because I didn't put my microphone on, but loads of fields here. Just past this road and the tree line of the road, there are just loads and loads of fields. People growing rice, people growing their crops. Shame I can't see it, but it's obviously the road is very pretty because of all the greenery, but just beyond that you've got fields upon fields upon fields, and you've got the sun setting in the distance, nice orange disc. Don't know if you can make that out, but that's water hyacinths in flower. Gonna try and see if I can get a better picture next time, but that was water hyacinths. It looks like we're coming up to another little market area, I guess. Lots of CNGs. If I caught any of it or not. Probably a bit dangerous to stick my arm out the CNG, but there's lots of water hyacinths in flower. Maybe going a bit too fast for all that, but come to another market area now. Quite busy in here. There's actually a roundabout. I think this must be my first roundabout I've seen in Bangladesh. Sheep on the roundabout. But this looks like a proper town actually. Some big buildings over there. Behind the bus. Bolleha. So this is Bolleha. Feels quite a distance from where we are, and over here there's a whole line of people trying to get some petrol. Obviously because of what's going on with the Strait of Hormuz, loads and loads of queues. Like, I assume that was the same thing we saw earlier, me and Shu saw with all the CNGs queuing up. I think they were just waiting their turn to try and go and get some petrol. But obviously, if these people can't get petrol, they can't earn a living. So they probably can't go anywhere. I guess public transport ain't that great here. So they're heavily reliant on their own kind of mopeds, motorbikes, CNGs and all those kind of things for transportation. But yeah, definitely a much bigger town here. Definitely not no little village here. It's a big old town, this one. So we've just stopped to get some sweets for Salma and the kids. I'll just show you around, but it's definitely a bustling town here. You can see this. People just going about their business, shopping. So yeah, people just shopping. I don't know, people just like hanging around, obviously speaking. I just can't understand what they're going on about. Waiting for Bodruj, our nephew from our oldest cousin who's no longer here. He's just going to get sweets and stuff, and then we'll see what's occurring. There's a little boy here who wants to get filmed. Yeah, so I'm going to turn it off and then see what happens. Don't know if you can hear me, but night driving in rural Bangladesh. I don't feel unsafe, but again, I don't feel 100% safe because we are in a three-wheeler. If anything happens to it, it's not going to protect us really, but you know, this is really lovely and peaceful. Two more stops, hopefully quick ones, and then we can go and rest. No more food tonight. So we finished with Salma's house, seen Nayan and Johnny, and yeah, now those loads of snacks. There was homemade fried chicken, French fries, homemade samosas. Yeah, it was good food. Good food. There was some kind of Thai soup that was homemade. There was sandwiches. There was those picoras. Shuzo left them a gift, but yeah, let's not talk about that because they might be watching. So we're just making ourselves back home-ish towards Fengram. We're gonna go back. We're back through this town, and it's much quieter than it was before. But we're going through this town. We've got 2 more visits to make tonight. Let's hope they don't involve any food or drinks. I guess would be alright, just as long as it's water or something like that. But yeah, I think we're both stuffed. I think Bodru's been loving it because he's just been eating and eating and eating. The man don't stop, man. The man don't stop. So yeah, we'll see what happens when we get to our next place. Not sure if you can see me, but we left the CNG driver. He went back to our village with a jackfruit, and we went to go and see another cousin. but he wasn't there. Apparently he's praying at a masjid which is actually near to our house, even though there's one right by the end of his road. He apparently goes to the one near us, so we're just basically walking back. It's so chill, so quiet, peaceful. The odd, motorbike or something, you can hear one in the distance now, but it's just so peaceful. And you can hear crickets, hear the insects. Blimey, he was going fast, wasn't he?
Oh, one behind.
It is another one. Yeah, it's just so quiet and peaceful. Get that camera right. So yeah, as I was saying, very peaceful, very quiet. Bit of a funky day today. It started off with me and Shu walking to Biani Bazaar. We met our cousin Akhtar, did a bit of financial stuff on our bank accounts, applied for new cards like debit cards and stuff. Then we just went and had a look at a couple of shops around, just to see the price of furniture, for my bedroom, for Shu's bedroom, and the other bits in the house which we'll have to do over time. I think our 2 new bedrooms are the priority, and then we'll see what else we can afford and how much stuff it will take to. It doesn't all have to be done on day one. We had the carpenter visit for the kitchen as well, to talk about the kind of cabinets we want and stuff like that. And then we did a bit of shopping because we're going to go and see my cousin and my auntie on Tuesday. So we bought some stuff for the kids, which we'll hand them to them on Tuesday. And then we got back to our village, and then we've basically been on the road since then. We went to go and see Parveen and her family, which I visited their house last time I was here. Then from that we went to see Salma and her family. That was quite a distance actually. I think she lives the furthest out of everyone. Quite a distance away, which I've recorded part of the journey. Then after that, obviously ate at Parveen's for some reason. Don't know why people prep all this food. I had actually lunch in my village. Had a nice full lunch. Had some okra fry thing, like we just finely chopped. We call it like a bhaji. And then I had some lotta, which is like a reed, but you have it with prawns. Only have it with prawns. I can't remember ever having it with anything other than prawns, so that was lovely. Then we had this mutton dish which Fatima cooked, which was, oh my god, the flavour when you put that sauce in your mouth is like of flavour, but I can't explain that in Bengali, because my interpreter Nuha left this morning. And then we went to Parveen, had loads of snacks. For some reason they made loads of snacks, so I said goodbye to them. Then we went to Salma's, again loads of snacks, like I said, fried chicken, homemade fried chicken, homemade samosas, homemade this, homemade that, which was all lovely. I like the thing that I really enjoyed in Parveen's was they did this sort of onion fry, a bit like I've said before, a bit like an onion bhaji and a bit like a pakora. As soon as I ate one, my memory went back to being a child and eating that with when my mum made it and stuff like that, or my auntie made it in the UK, one of them, and we just there either at my mum's house or my auntie's house, and it was just there and we just eat it. And then then we come back to go and see a cousin. He's not there, so we're just at the bottom of our hill. So we're gonna hook a right in a minute, and no doubt my cousin's wife, Bobby, is gonna be telling me to eat. Ain't definitely gonna be doing that. Ain't gonna be doing that. So I think I'm ready for a shower and a lie down, I think. So yeah, hopefully see you in the morning. Shu's gonna be going to Still tomorrow to see a friend and get a cooker for our kitchen. I'm gonna just chill out in the village. I'm not gonna be doing much really. Oh, actually, one thing I want to do tomorrow is I want to see Fatima cook. I said that I want to film her cooking, and I'm going to try and record what she's doing, see if I've got any chance of replicating that. Very much doubt it, but I'm going to give it a go and see what happens. See you later.